The modern spiritual community is entirely obsessed with maintaining high vibrations. You are constantly told that feeling positive attracts good things and that feeling sad or angry ruins your spiritual progress. This relentless pursuit of forced positivity is a massive lie. It is actually making you miserable. You are essentially trying to run 100 miles away from your own natural feelings every single day. In this video, we will break down why forcing happiness creates a deeply repressed shadow self. We will introduce the true ancient teaching of absolute acceptance. Later in this breakdown, the specific shift in awareness that instantly removes the crushing 50-pound weight of emotional guilt will be revealed. The great Indian sage Nisargadatta Maharaj warned us about this exact trap of constantly trying to manipulate our human experience. He stated, "To seek to be happy is to avoid being what you are." When you constantly seek a high vibration, you are violently rejecting reality. You are splitting yourself into pieces and deciding that half of your existence is unacceptable. This is the exact opposite of true spiritual awakening. The New Age belief system labels natural emotions like grief, frustration, or fear as low vibe. You are essentially taught to be terrified of your own perfectly normal human reactions. If you wake up feeling heavy or anxious, the modern spiritual teacher tells you that you are out of alignment. You are told you must immediately meditate, chant, or visualize your way out of it before you manifest a disaster. This forces you to violently suppress anything that is not love and light. It creates a psychological pressure cooker and turns your spiritual path into a stressful full-time job of policing your own thoughts. You spend all your precious energy trying to control an unpredictable ocean of emotion. If suppressing negative emotions is spiritually dangerous, how did the greatest enlightened masters handle profound grief or internal turbulence? Their approach to suffering flips the modern narrative completely upside down. The renowned spiritual teacher Jiddu Krishnamurti spoke directly to this toxic conditioning. He said, "The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence." He did not say you must vibrate highly. He said you must simply observe what is there without instantly judging it as a failure. When you constantly push away negative feelings, they do not simply disappear, they get shoved down into the basement of your psyche. This active suppression forms a heavy and toxic shadow self that silently controls your reactions from the dark. You end up wearing a fake, enlightened mask. You pretend to be entirely unbothered while secretly dealing with immense inner turmoil. You smile at everyone while your nervous system is completely fried from the effort of maintaining the act. True awakening is not about creating a permanently happy character. It is about discovering the silent witness that stands entirely outside of the character's changing moods. You cannot reach the light by burying the dark. The revered sage Ram Dass spoke directly about the danger of using spirituality to hide from your human messiness. He noted, "The spiritual journey is not about acquiring a new state of mind. It is about stripping away the illusions we have built. When you build an illusion of permanent high vibrations, you are just constructing a brighter, shinier prison cell for your mind. You are adding a massive layer of spiritual guilt on top of your normal human pain." Non-duality masters taught that the witnessing awareness is completely untouched by the emotions passing through it. You are the vast, endless sky. The emotions are just passing weather. Some days bring warm sunshine, and other days bring violent, dark thunderstorms. The modern seeker tries to blow the storm clouds away with desperate positive affirmations. They stand in the rain shouting that they are dry. The sage simply watches the storm without any resistance, knowing the sky itself is never wet. The sky does not fight the storm, and it does not try to hold onto the sun. Stop labeling your internal states as high or low. The true practice is radical acceptance of whatever is arising in the present moment. The great sage Ramana Maharshi gave the ultimate instruction for dealing with the turbulence of human emotion. He simply instructed, "Let what comes come, let what goes go, find out what remains." This is the ultimate antidote to toxic positivity. You do not need to change the weather, you only need to rest as the sky. The high-vibe manifester is a total slave to their emotional state. They are constantly trying to manipulate it to feel safe. If they feel sad, their entire world crashes down because they believe they are failing spiritually. True peace is found in allowing anger to be anger and sadness to be sadness without identifying with them. You let the energy move freely and burn itself out in your body. You stop telling a dramatic story about what your sadness means. You simply feel it. The highest spiritual achievement is simply being the silent, unbothered witness to the entire spectrum of human experience. You drop the exhausting burden of trying to be a perfect, glowing entity. The Zen master Shunryu Suzuki provided the perfect framework for handling your mind and your emotions. He taught, "Leave your front door and your back door open. Allow your thoughts to come and go. Just do not serve them tea. Stop serving tea to your forced positivity. Stop fighting your perfectly natural grief. Let the energy flow cleanly through your body without adding the heavy story of failure to it. You are already whole, just as you are.